If you're a student or professional combating ADHD, you likely have a number of tasks that you need to get through each and every day. But could you be falling into a trap that's actually hurting you instead of helping you? Are you doing something that's sapping your productivity, focus, completion rate, and quality of tasks? What is this, you might ask? Multitasking, or more accurately, splitting your focus and attention by trying to tackle 2 or more tasks or assignments instead of focusing on just one. Multitasking is right up there with distraction and procrastination when it comes to killing your productivity. So how might we fix this, you might be asking yourself? All you have to do is one thing. There it is, I said it. Do one thing. Instead of doing multiple things, just do one thing. Our brains are actually amazingly bad at multitasking, especially when it comes to work that requires high cognitive load. The time and effort it takes to complete 2 tasks simultaneously is always going to exceed that of completing 2 tasks in sequence. With ADHD, you're more prone to wanting to multitask and task switch. An ADHD mind will always seek salience. That is, it's going to seek out whatever it thinks is most important at that very moment. But you've already decided what task is important, so you're going to have to stick to that. When multitasking, you are essentially creating a distraction for each task you're trying to complete. So if it takes you 1 hour to complete your math assignment, and it takes you 1 hour to write a 1-page paper, it's going to take you more time total. How much more time? According to the American Psychological Association, approximately 40% more time. So when you're trying to do both hour-long tasks at the same time, it might end up taking you upwards of 2 hours and 48 minutes. So you've essentially wasted 48 minutes of time. Time that you can be doing literally anything else. And this is in a neurotypical non-ADHD brain. Also, you're more likely to make mistakes while multitasking. What if you're trying to complete a project while also kind of passively playing video games in the background? Well, you're probably going to end up taking an immeasurable time completing this project, and at the same time, you're probably not going to be as engaged or finding much enjoyment out of the video game that you're playing. So it's better to separate them. So why do we do this? There's always going to be some anxiety about choosing the correct task to start with. Therefore, if you choose both and feel as though you are making progress in both, you are ultimately harming your productivity with inefficient multitasking. We will talk about decision fatigue and analysis paralysis, also known as decision paralysis, in future videos. And no, you don't always have to take a task all the way to completion. Sometimes you might have to spend 5, 10, 20 hours, or indefinitely on a project, and you have to reasonably break up those tasks into time chunks and spread them throughout the week, or year, if it's a longer task. Just know that each time you switch gears, you'll be spending time getting reoriented to the next task, which if done too much is going to just waste time. There are definitely times when switching tasks can be done in order to combat boredom or stuck points, but you have to do so mindfully and not just mindlessly graze from task to task. Sometimes devoting your entire focus to something will actually get you through that stuck point. It's important to also pay attention to your fatigue and schedule in breaks. In summary, humans are very bad at multitasking. Focus on one high cognitive load task at a time. When you finish the first task, take a break or move on to the next task. And finally, do not switch back and forth. You're just wasting time. Thanks for watching today's video. Make sure that you like this video and subscribe, as more videos focusing on high-functioning ADHD and ADHD for professionals will be coming out soon. See you next time!